Hi, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Ella. I'm a 18-year-old crocheter who's been crocheting for the past about 5 years, and I am a small business owner as well. And today we are kind of making new products because fall is right around the corner, as you can see, because I'm literally wearing a full sweatsuit right now in 50-degree weather. Today we're going to be trying to figure out, I've been kind of making some designs for my beanies I'm making, in which I don't have pictures right now, but I will show you what my other beanies will look like. Or I'll show you what these beanies look like when they're done. They're not your typical like ribbed beanies or anything like that, like the beanies I've done in the past. They're more of the circle, you start with the circle beanies and you go down. Like fisherman beanies, if you know what those look like. They look like those. And I started doing those because I wanted to get into tapestry beanies and do more of those instead of doing the normal traditional beanies. But I am going to be doing, I think, a total of 3, if not 4 designs. One of them I already have, which is just a scrap beanie, because I have one and I just haven't finished it. Like, I'm almost done with it, I can finish it easy. But I gotta make 3 new patterns. I already have 2, so in total when I sell them on my website, which is in the description, there will be 6 options. So there will be 5 different tapestry options and then my typical scrap beanie option, which is going to be the same shtick as the bucket hat ones I did, but they're just in beanie form. So, but I'm going to just jump right into it, you know, just see how much time I can get, you know, just see how much I can get done within the time I have. But we're going to start with, we're going to do the 2 easy patterns, and I'm going to save the last one for the end. So I'm going to start with the first easy one. So it's going to be like easy, medium, hard, almost. So we're going to start with the easy one first. So I'm going to show you that, and then we're going to pick out the colors and get right into it. So the easy one for this one, there's, like I said, it's easy, medium, and hard. This is the easy one. It's going to be a peace sign. And the colors, I believe, if I remember, because I did pick them out before, but the colors for this one will be, I believe, a brown background with a cream peace sign. So it's going to be a brown and cream beanie, and we'll do this one first. The other one is the star. This is the medium one, the star, which this one's going to take the whole beanie. So the star one's going to be, I think, full cream beanie with a navy star. So that one will be really cute. And then the other one I have, I'm not going to show it because I don't want YouTube, I do not want people to get mad at me. It's the F word, if you know what that means. The F-U-C-K word, it's a 3-tone, technically 4. So that one's going to be, I think how I'm going to do it is a full white beanie with black on the outside for the border, and then for the light color, sage, and then for the dark color, green. I will show you what that looks like. I just want to show the pattern right now, but it basically is the F word, just kind of blocky. So that's the hard one, which that's why I want to leave it for last, because it's 4 colors and the other ones are only 2, basically double the work. I'm gonna go get my colors and I'm gonna get started, and I will meet you guys once I am about done doing the top and started doing the tapestry. Okay, so I just got done with the top, just the brown top, which you can see right here. I started the tapestry, the very 3 stitches, because the thing is, the body of the beanies, there are 9 rows of double crochet. The tapestry though is 10, so I got to go into the top of the hat a little bit, but only just a little bit. You know, then we could just do the normal rounds. So, and then the stitch markers tell me when it starts and when it ends, just so I know when I need to stop doing colors, and then just do double crochets all the way around. But this knowing this is going to be pretty easy. Obviously just follow the pattern and just do double crochet square. I do have it connected though, so it's going to be like I'm dragging it and then crocheting over the yarn that I drag over, just so it's more hidden and just so it's easier for me to not have as many ends. So, and then I could just crochet them as I go, like how I did with this one, crochet them all the way to where I started. So I'm just going to continue doing this. I will stop halfway just to kind of show y'all how it looks, how I'm doing the process, everything, just so y'all know what I'm doing here. If you are not familiar with tapestry crochet as of beanies, which if you do know, then knock yourself out, especially if you do the normal ribbed ones like the Spiderman beanies, then you probably know how I'm doing this via the fisherman beanie style. So I'm gonna come back once I am more like halfway into this, and then I'm going to finish off and show you the final concept. I'm not going to put them on because I don't really want to ruin them, but I will show you like a full 360, everything like that, and then we'll do that for all 3 beanies, and I'll break down how each one is like worked with. Each one's a little different. You know, this one has more gaps like to show the peace sign, so I'm changing colors more. The star one is more like you just do straight rows and then just it's easy color change. And then the last one, the F one, that one is more complex because I gotta switch colors like every other like stitch because that beanie is 4 colors. So, but I will come back once I'm about halfway with the body of it, so about 5 rows in. So I'll come back once I'm halfway. Okay, so I just got about halfway and this is what it looks like. I know it looks weird. This is the stage called Trust the Process. I have to trust the process with a lot of these because with double crochet, it makes them longer. When tapestries, you usually do them with singles or half doubles. But with doubles, it stretches them out and you really gotta trust the process with it. But I think I'm done with row 5 going on row 6. So we're almost done. So basically, yeah, I got 4 more rows. So basically, it'll take up the whole thing, and I usually do a brim, but the thing is, the whole thing is 14, so that's 5 for the top, and then 9 for the body. So I've already done, this is a total of 10, so basically, it will take up the whole thing, which either way with these, you can rock the brim, you don't have to, but there will be a brim. I do have one, like if you go on my TikTok, which is also down in the description, all my socials are down there. I do have a TikTok showing off the first three I have. And you can see with the 8 ball, you can see that when it's folded up, you can still see a good bit of it, but you know, you don't get the full image if you want the brim. You don't have to do the brim. You can just do full, you know, just have it over your head, no brim, no nothing. But I prefer brim because I just kind of like brim with a beanie. Like if you don't have a brim, like it's not a beanie, it's just a hat. But you can do brim, no brim, whatever. So when this is folded up, you'll see the mass majority of it still. It's just the bottom you really won't see, but you'll still get the vision, you know. And when these come in, they'll come no brim, no nothing, just so you can do the brim however, or actually, it's a lie. They will come with a brim, but you know, you can take it off, you know, you can fold it back down and just wear it however you want. You don't have to wear it with a brim, but I just do a good brim. I think I just fold up 2 double crochets just so it's a nice border and nothing too chaotic. But this is halfway. It's actually looking really good than I thought. I really like the color combo. A nice fall one. And then I'm just gonna finish her out and show you at the end, and then we'll get started on the star. So I will come back when this beanie is finally done. Okay, so I just got done and this is what it looks like. Like I told you, you can't really see it, but like if I kind of push it down a little bit, you can kind of see it a little bit more. But this is what the full tapestry looks like without the brim. But I usually do a little bit, but you can wear it no brim, whatever you want. But this is beanie 1, and as of right now, it is about 7 o'clock. So that took me like, I think about 2 hours to make. So I think I might try to do at least the star one. And then I know I have a scrap beanie I need to finish, so I might do that. And then I'll do the last beanie, the more difficult beanie, on my own, you know, off camera. Because that will be very difficult and, you know, I need a lot of patience with that. So I got this one done, and then we're going to do the star and then finish a scrap one that I have been working on. Literally almost done with it. And then I'll show you all the beanies once more, and then I'll do the last one off camera. And that will be, these will all be posted on my website. If I had to guess, it'd probably be sometime between, because as of right now, it is August 26th as of recording. So knowing that it's August 26th, I would say within the next week. I'd say within the next week. Because I'll probably take pictures this weekend, if not somewhat Thursday, Friday this week. I'll take pictures, so they'll get posted sometime next week. So that's like beginning of September, going into the fall season. Just so I have enough time to get all of these finalized, all that, get good pictures, edit them, and get the post set up for my products. Now I'm gonna get started on the star one, which the star one is like the medium one-ish. And then, because it's a little bit bigger, so I'm gonna have to go more into the top of the beanie. Like how I did with this one, I only did 1 row. The next one, I'm going to go into the top of the beanie, like more into it. So, but this one is a cream beanie, so basically this cream color as the whole beanie, and then navy as the star color. So it's a nice, good, kind of almost another fall color combo beanie. I'm gonna get started on the star one, and I will meet y'all once I have started doing a little bit of the tapestry. Okay, so it's been a minute and I have the top done plus the first 2 rounds of the tapestry. This is what it looks like. I know you might be looking at this. What in the absolute God is this? What is this? It's gonna be a star. Trust the process phase. This is where we trust the process here. And you might also see that this is not how the other star pattern starts. I was able to find a different one that I was able to fit within the 9 rows, and it's exactly 9 rows. So I'm using that one instead. It's actually not a single star, zoomed in just to show that 1 star, because it's a page full of different size stars. And I counted it and it's 9 rows even. So it will completely fill the whole beanie, and I won't have to do any on the top. So but I did start the first 2 rounds, which obviously were just 1 double crochet. And then obviously my stitch markers to show how big the tapestry is, like my start and ending points. And this one's probably gonna be pretty easy. Time right now is 8 o'clock, like literally it's exactly an hour after I last finished my other beanie. And I'm just gonna say I could probably finish this in the next hour. And then we're gonna finish the scrap beanie, and then we'll look over all of them all together and give a full recap of all the beanies we've done. Which honestly, this beanie is pretty easy so far. And looking at the tapestry that I found, I was able to tweak it a little bit just so it's symmetrical. So I'll come back once this is full-fledged done and everything. And well, when I am about, I'll come back once this thing is about over halfway, just so then y'all can see the trust and process phase and see how I, you know, view it, because you have to view it a little differently, because you can't just look at it and be like, that's not gonna work. You kind of have to do it first, and then you gotta kind of look at it halfway, be like, okay, this looks okay, this looks decent, and then finish it, and then, you know, if it doesn't work, just restart, or frog or if you go halfway and you know it's not gonna look good, trust your gut, frog it and restart it, you know. So I'll come back once this is about halfway done. Okay, so I just got done I'm about halfway with the beanie, and this is what it looks like. As I said before, trust the process. So trust the process stage. We're about halfway. This is actually looking really good, so I'm gonna keep going, obviously. But it's looking really good, and I have a couple more rows left. I'm on row 5. I got 4 more, and then after this, we're gonna do the scrap one, obviously. But this one's actually coming out really good. I feel like this one might be one of my favorite simpler ones. You know, nothing too chaotic or anything, but this one is really cute. I'm gonna continue doing this, and then I'm going to finish up the scrap one, and then we'll call it a day, like I said before. But I'm going to finish this beanie up real quick, and then show y'all what it looks like after it's finished. Okay, so I just got done with the star beanie, and this is what it looks like, and this is what it looks like, the full tapestry, everything. This is the whole star. It does look a little wonky towards the end, but that's okay, because you can kind of hide it with the brim. See, the brim's beneficial, you know, kind of hides the wonkiness, but it's just how the pattern is. But I would rather have it look like this and then carry into the top of the, you know what I mean? So this one's done. I actually really like the colors on this one. This one's really cute and would match with everything I own. So this one's probably this one's a really good fall one, you know, navy, cream, good fall combo. Last we're gonna do is we're gonna finish up a scrap beanie, which I literally gotta do, I think, 2 more rounds, 2.5. Weave the ends, and that's it. And then we'll call it a night, and then I'll show off all the beanies we've done and go through the rundown, and yeah, we'll call it a night. So let me show you what my scrap beanie looks like and what scraps we're working with. So this is the scrap beanie we're working with. You know, this is what we're working with, front and back. Well, front, and then here's the back side, and this the top. I am sitting at whopping about 7 rows. That's how much I got left to the 7th round, and I gotta do 2 more. So I think this will be easy 20-30 minutes or even less, but that's what all I gotta do for this beanie. This is the scraps we're working with. I got some blue, we got some pinks in here, we got 2 shades of pink, we got a light pink, and then this is like a rose pink, and then we have some cream in here and a little bit of white, obviously, to balance it out, which I also have more. I have this whole bucket hat that I'm kind of scrapping up, and then I have a little bit of the other bucket hat in there because they were just some extras that I feel like you know, didn't really look as good. But these are the scraps plus that, so if I run out from this, I'll have those to kind of scrap off as well. But I'm gonna start connecting these and try to finish this beanie. Okay, so it's been a minute, and this is the scrap beanie now. I just finished it with the scraps, and I was able to finish it with the scraps I had, so that's good. But yeah, I'm gonna call it a night, and we're gonna go through all the ones we've had. So obviously, we got done with the scrap beanie. We have the star beanie. Here's that one, the star beanie. Then lastly, the one that we started off with was the peace sign one. This one's actually probably, if I had to say, my favorite out of all three that we've done, with star coming in close second. And then scraps coming last. The only reason I have scraps last is because scraps, you know, it kind of depends on what scraps you have and how they work. Because if you put the wrong scraps together, then it's not gonna work. But if you put the right scraps together, then it's gonna work. But yeah, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. As we all know, if there's any new people here, all my socials will be down in the description, plus my storefront, which is right here on screen. These beanies, because today is August 26th, they will release not this weekend, but probably not weekend, but I'm taking pictures this week, so they will release sometime next week. I'll put a date right here as well for when the beanies are gonna release, because I'll figure that out and finalize a good date. But they will release on this date sometime next week. As of right now is August 26th, so sometime next week in the beginning of September. But all my socials, I have a TikTok, Instagram, and I have the Lemonade. They're all down there. All of them are all down there. I'm gonna try to start linking them down there instead of just typing them out. So they'll be linked down there. If not, they'll be linked in my next video. But let me know what other content ideas y'all want me to do. If y'all want me to do any school inspired ones, like what school, I might do like a school supply inspo, you know, for you guys, because school is now in session, at least for me. It might be not for others, but it is for me now. So I'm already in school. But I could do some school related content. I could do some more challenges, more kind of product making, more design making. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time for another crochet vlog. Bye!